live in my head, is
that
we talk about meditation and mindful meditation and what okay, what does that mean? Well, truly the definition of meditation is focusing your thoughts on one thing for an extended period of time. So if I say, oh, well, here's a guided meditation, right? People are, okay, I guess there's somebody's going to like talk me through this story and this journey, and I'm supposed to meditate. But if you are good at worrying, you really are really good at misguided meditation. Because you're taking this one thought and you are focusing on it for an extended period of time. And so to be able to say like, what can we do to practice and be aware of when we get into that worrying cycle? and so I don't know what do you do? Like if you find yourself worrying about something, can you write it down? What are some tips like that I'm used to hearing? Write it down, put a notepad on your nightstand, write it down and just let it go, and then you can go back to sleep.
One thing I was that helped me all the time. Like I was told a number of different just quotes, or ideas about worry. And one of the biggest ones that hit me was, if you worry about something and it happens, you wasted your time worrying about it because it was going to happen anyway. If you worried about it, it doesn't happen. Again, wasted your time worrying about it because it didn't happen. So regardless, either way, you'll find it's a huge waste of time.
So this is what I like to teach in my workshops: is that managing stress is that if you create work on creating an environment, it can be just the corner, even if you have a very small chaotic house. It can be a little spot on your desk. I mean, it's the concept of the Zen garden. It's the putting lavender in aromatherapy diffuser. If you can create these situations that you say now, I'm worried about something. I'm going to make an action plan. And in that moment, what can I do? What can I do that will either take my mind off of it, or worrying about something like a bill, like a specific. Okay, what's my action plan? What's the amount? What's the due date? What's the best I can do? Is there a number I can call? Like talk yourself through that as opposed to I'm just going to ignore that it's coming at me, right? Or the worry of the unknown of the current life situations that we're all living in. Like, okay, well, get some sleep, take your vitamins, drink your water, be responsible where you go, wash your hands. You can empower yourself to an extent, and then be able to take that worry and say, okay, I did everything that I could in this moment to ease the situation. There's nothing else I can do, and then you find your quote. You find the quote that works for you. You write it down on a piece of paper and burn it, in a little ritual. You say a prayer. You let go. You let God. Whatever works for you in that moment to help release that. And then breath work. Like the biggest thing that I want people to understand is that all of that power is within you. Even if your friend doesn't want to hear that, right?
Absolutely.
Is that 5 to 10 slow deep breaths, your heart rate will start to respond. And when your heart rate slows down, then your nervous system starts to pay attention. It can't happen any other way. You cannot tell your nervous system to chill out. You can't. They will not listen.
Good luck.
Yeah. You can't be hyperventilating and say, "Oh my God, nervous system." So for it to understand, like when you were living on adrenaline, your body didn't understand that you weren't being constantly chased by a bear.
No, it felt like I was being constantly chased by a bear. Yeah.
And what does that do? And lots of people smarter than me have studied that it starts to break down your immune system.
Oh, I'm sure. Well, it's. I mean, I don't know what to compare it to because I've never really tried a whole bunch of the upper drugs, but I would imagine it'd be like being on crack all the time, just 24/7, because that's what I felt like. Like I was constantly go, and I never felt like I needed to stop. I was so stressed out about money or this or that, and allowed everything to stress me out. So it was easy to just ride that wave. Literally, I didn't sleep much back then. It just
you
went.
were doing great. You were awesome. You
made a lot of money. You made a lot of money back then.
And that's
that was kind of the 90s,
Right, yeah. But that's the badge of honor that we wear. As a busy mom, as a dad, like getting out there, doing everything. I'm going to make the money. I'm going to do the thing. And so we get fed by society that we're doing it right. Like, that's awesome. Like, I'm very German on both sides of my family. And so when we talk about like there's that attitude of if you're not crawling into bed completely dead tired, you didn't do enough today, right? The patriarchy, it's the German background, it's the hard work, it's the and you can't sustain that and maintain that forever. Because there's that stigma of what it is. I feel like we're out of it now more. And maybe that's just because of what I surround myself with. But I feel like the rest is a weapon is definitely one of my favorite quotes. That if somebody's like, I just have to sleep over the weekend, or I'm going to need a nap today, or rest is a weapon. You can't maintain that forever. So whatever you can do to recharge your batteries, and that's not drinking a Red Bull, right? Mm-hmm. And so when you can recharge your batteries, you're going to be better. And so, like I said, I feel like we are into that evolution, especially with the parents that I talk to and the business people that I spend time around. Seem like they have a better awareness of it, but that just because you can be open one more hour, you can work one more hour doesn't mean that what you're giving up in your mental and physical health, is worth the sacrifice.
Yeah, I don't think it would be most of the time. Overworking yourself and like you said with the immune system. When you're tired and you're not getting sleep, you're not healing. That is definitely going to affect your immune system quickly.
Nice, then.
Yeah. I don't know many people that without sleep are very nice.
Sorry. Yeah. So crawling under your desk and taking a nap, hiding from the world. But it's not just that. It is truly you're gonna age faster.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So it's like you might be chasing that extra dollar for work, and then you're gonna pay to go to the spa and then get your nails done, and then So it's like yes, but. Your health. You're now faking it because you're like I'm exhausted and I'm aging myself from the stress to be able to be here. And it takes a moment to sit back and what's your wake up call? Because again, like I said, the workshops that I teach are about managing stress, and we can go. We can call the workshop. Revitalize. And age, stay looking 40 until you're 65. All those like, but really, let's be real. We have to manage our stress first. Right? Yeah. And can't really sell all the flowery words if we don't recognize. Let's just be real what we're doing to ourselves.
Right.
So one of my favorite. Because then now I feel like now I'm giving everybody guilt about like, oh my God knows I'm not doing things right. But one of my favorite studies is when they were doing the biosphere, and they had this controlled environment. They planted all the plants and all the trees and everything, and the trees grew in the biosphere.
but they would grow and fall over.
And grow and fall over.
And so, the scientists were like, what are we doing
wrong
here?
here? Why are these trees falling over?
And so from that, and that specific, there was millions of studies that were done in the biosphere situation, but the trees needed wind.
Makes sense. Yeah. That's how they get stronger.
Needed wind for their roots to grow and grab and need to be strong. For the whole structure to be stronger, it needed wind. It doesn't need a tornado. But it needed wind.
Yeah.
And so in that biosphere, there's no wind. It was a controlled situation. And so I always like to pull that out when we start to get a little bit like Eeyore, and we just, we all have that friend, right? Here's your tail again. Here's your tail again. Right? It's like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, we're going to have that happen. We're going to have those moments that we feel pushed and pulled, and gives us the opportunity to say no. It gives us the opportunity to choose, what we want to allow in our lives. It gives us the opportunity to model the behaviors for our children to see and say, oh, that's how we deal with stress here in this house. Okay, cool. As opposed to all of the stuff that we're still trying to heal from, you and me, right? The stuff we're trying to heal from. I had a yoga student yesterday that really upset about a lot of triggers that were coming up for her, and then I pulled at her son and I said, yes, but you're not passing it along. You're doing the work. You're stopping the cycle. The cycle stops with you. At this generation. And so by recognizing it. And like stress is not a badge of honor. It's not.
No.
We're gonna have it, but it doesn't mean you need to keep drinking the potion. Like, you're allowed to set it down. And the tools have a toolbox to deal with it. And then being able to model the behaviors and show a different way to your coworkers, to your community members, to your children, to people who are watching you. I think that people like Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra, the spiritual teachers of the world, like that's what they're saying. Like, this is all we can do. We can just show. We can take another path with all the wisdom that we have. To have that awakening, but then to also go back out into the world a little better versions of ourselves.
Yeah. So, you sent me something earlier. I believe it's actually an online event.
Yep.
Yeah, you want to give us some details about that?
Yeah. So what I teach. Let me see. Managing stress and anxiety. Yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
So that's really. I worked on last winter, when we were stuck inside and everybody developed their new coping skills of 2020. Great. It's like I said, any the gift 2020 gave me was that my online teaching. That it just became so much more acceptable just to say like, okay, tune in on the iPad and go into your room, close your door. I got to know a lot of my clients' kids. Their pets.
Yeah.
So it was really great to have that opportunity to work and develop that. But what I really want to do this fall and winter is get into that series of finding ways to give you tools to manage. So I'll talk a little bit more about the event. One of the big things that brought up the last time we talked was why don't men come to yoga class?
Yeah. Yep.
So when it comes to this online version of it, you have the option to keep your camera off. You have the option to keep your audio off as much as you want. But there's a couple. Lewis Howes, who wrote The Mask of Masculinity. He does a lot on men's mental health, and he is a pretty famous public speaker. And he says, if I have a crowd of 100
people, 50 men, 50 women.
He's like, I will ask how many of you have someone to talk to once a month? And about three men will raise their hand, you know, and say, let me guess, you're part of a church group, and you guys gather and talk on the surface, right?
Yeah.
And then he said to the women, how many of you have somebody to talk to once a month, once a week, every day, every hour? All the women were like, yeah, of course we have that. And so the women were like, if I only could have this one window of time once a month, I would be way more depressed, way more stuck into myself, and that the biggest confession at that moment for the men was that to be open, to be vulnerable, to have somebody like that guy friend or whatever, like to share with. It's so very rare. But in the online workshop, the situations that I've created in the past and hope to continue is that we get a moment each week to share. And we get a moment to say, what was my victory this week? And because
makes sense.
Who asks you that? I mean, really? What was the thing that you just really felt that you conquered this week? And then what was your challenge this week? And how do you think you managed it? And you can say, and be in a situation that you have permission to say, I didn't handle it the way I wanted to. My toolbox is not big enough. It's like I gotta go upgrade to a bigger toolbox. And to be able to say like, I didn't parent the way I wanted to. I didn't respond to my boss the way I wanted to. And to have that opportunity, and then as a group and as a community, how can we hold space and support you? And helping. And is it that you get in front of a friend, you get that moment of who's going to be there in that moment where you really need not to be inside your own head, not to be in the monkey mind, because that's when any addiction starts to come up, and it can be binge watching, it can be hard drugs that we're trying to get out of our lives. It can be alcohol, it can be smoking, it can be any addiction. And then when we don't have that support system, that's what we go back to. And I'm not the one saying it. I mean, this is where we absolutely know the triggers send us to. So the goal is to mark off that time once a week, to log on and being able to do it in the safety and comfort of your own home, being able to keep your camera off and your microphone off if you need to, and to learn everything from might be tai chi, it might be boxing, it might be martial arts, it might be yoga, some type of physical movement. Whether we do it during the session or it's our assignment to do it, because the brain chemicals that are released in exercise are super important to manage stress.
Absolutely.
Just that adrenaline dump in a positive way is so important. So being able to do that and having a safe place to share, and knowing what aromatherapy oils you need, knowing what you can do for yourself when you can't. I don't have time. I didn't schedule a massage. I didn't. Work is so busy. Whatever your excuse is, my job is to say, okay, yes, but what can we do in a small way? Maybe it's an extra long shower. Maybe it's a locked door and hide for a few minutes. To create your own. It's the carrot, right? It's the reward at the end of the day. So that's just where I of course, primarily, people see me as a yoga teacher or tai chi teacher or whatever, but really it's more taking all of those philosophies and finding how they can work and creating that community for all of us to call on each other. So that's my goal, and I think that it's definitely needed. It's always been needed, but it's definitely now. So I'll sign you up. You could be the first student in my class.
All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
How do you manage stress and anxiety, James?
Well, in like 100 different ways probably, and finding new ones every day. I think. I think my start is generally thinking of my diet. I've definitely fought with depression, anxiety, all kinds of stuff, PTSD, whatever. When I was, when I had the worst diet ever, it was the worst it could possibly be. When you're not feeding your brain nutrients, which it is definitely desiring those. And a huge array of nutrients. That's kind of what I learned. When you're not feeding it that large array of nutrients, it's not going to function right. I mean, it's not going to get the right hormones it needs when it needs them. Almost everything in your body becomes a malfunction. So things are working slower than they should be, or faster than they should be, and it all ends up at the brain. You know what I mean? And if you're not feeding it right, then it can't work right. And I never found a pill that worked for me. I tried all kinds of them. I would bet at least 20 different kinds. They all made me feel more like a zombie than a human, and I didn't want to feel like that. So I really felt like making a lot of changes was going to be what it took for me, not just take this one pill or meditate this one way or listen to this one guru, or it was going to be listen to all the gurus and listen to all the information and do all kinds of it, but definitely started with diet for me, and then the assertiveness class that definitely pretty much changed my life, honestly, because when you just don't know how to say no and you learn how to say no, it is absolutely life changing. So I think that I think that's a necessary step for anyone is if you're not assertive or don't know what that is or how to be it. That's a good first step, maybe too. Or somewhere in those first 10 steps. But the other thing that I would say is that for me, I don't ever expect it to be easy. To manage stress is probably the hardest thing for us to do. But so I don't look at it as an easy task. I look at it like, okay, it's a big job. So I'm gonna need a lot of tools to deal with this job. A lot of friends. You know what I mean? Because I'm a big fan of teamwork. And so I knew early in life that I better be real outgoing. And try to meet as many people as possible and try to find those tools. Meeting friends.
Recently, in some of the studies that I was reading and for my next certification, and the biggest is to give back and to volunteer. And I know that's something you've said for years. Is when you feel a depressive cycle coming on, you're like, okay, community. What can I do? Let me go.
When you're stuck in yourself, do something for someone else. That's always been a helpful thing for me.
Absolutely. I mean, it's part of the 12 steps of AA. It's part of the basic Christian ideals that many of us are raised on. Is that when we there's always going to be somebody else that we can go. I don't have this, and this, and then if you look around, yes, but. Or I can I can go clean up the trail at the disc golf, because some kid who doesn't have as much as I ever had, wants to go out there and play today. So I think that for yourself, I know you've been on that path for a while, and you use the word expect, and I think that's also a tool, to say that our biggest expectations cause our biggest heartbreak.
Yeah.
So when we find ourselves heartbroken over a situation, can we really look in the mirror and say, did they do that to me? Or was it my expectation of what they should be that did that to me?
Yeah, that's powerful. That's powerful. Yeah. That's super powerful.
Right. Every time you don't call me back,
Yeah.
and I'm so upset, it's because I expected you to.
I know, right? Yes.
Ignore me another day. No, but it is. It is our biggest expectation. And so how do we set up life situations that we can say
we can have an expectation,
but we can also understand
and respect their boundary. And we can also make a moment to go like, can't control somebody else's actions. And if that's not who they are, where they're at in their life. Were you assertive? Did you say no when you meant it? Did you communicate your needs? And then if all of those points are missed, okay, you can be upset. And then you can choose and say, I'm going to put myself in that situation. But again, going back to the idea that we are wired, our brains are wired to see the threat and to feel fear. That is our survival mechanism. So when we come out of a place of fear, it's pretty normal. But it doesn't make it right. So then if we can identify it and we have the tools to identify when we're in that cycle, then we can have the coping skill that maybe is different than what we were given as a child or young adult and go, it's not going to be my coping skill anymore. And that's where we find our way to manage our stress and manage our anxieties.
Yeah, I think for me, key was figuring out which coping skills I was using to begin with. And I think a lot of times I didn't even have any idea that what I was doing was considered a coping mechanism or whatever. It just was what I did. And a lot of people point them out to you over the years, and it's usually all the things that piss you off that people point out about you. So it was kind of an interesting road, but I think over the years, I like to think that I've become more and more open-minded to that advice. Because I know that when I look back, the advice that made a change usually pissed me off. Upset about what they said, offended or whatever. And then I was like, oh, wait a minute, that was true. Dang it.
Yeah, or it pushes you to try harder. You're like,
absolutely. Yeah. Oh yeah, or you tell me I can't do something. Oh, definitely do it.
I know.
I learned how that affected me so much that as a PT, I used to use that to get people to do exercise. Like, I don't think you'll be able to do this, but let's try it. And I can do it. Well, let's see. I don't know, but and if you doubt them, man, they're gonna do like 600.
It does work. And in that supportive way, that's when it should be used, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that what I really want people to take from this is one, no matter where you are in the world, I'm going to be offering these classes online, so it doesn't matter. That we are like the tree in the biosphere. The wind has to blow.
Yeah.
Accept it. Yes, that person's going to annoy you. Yes, that project is going to frustrate you at work. Yes, you're going to be late for some of your kids' activities. All of that stuff. But that's what makes us stronger. So we're going to have it. It's not about not having stress or anxiety. It's about filling your toolbox with the ways to manage it. And there's ancient ways that are really backed up by modern medicine. So it's kind of a cool time. It doesn't have to be woo-woo and odd. Oh no, that really does work. And they're using it in Cleveland Clinic, and they're using it in places much more advanced than what you and I live in. And it's respected and it's understood. So this is to give us hope, right? This is not to leave feeling bad. It's to give us hope and go, all right, I can deal with this. Yeah,
that makes sense. Absolutely. So I meant to at least get a date for that.
Oh, it is
going.
October 26th. So Tuesday, October 26th, 7 p.m.
So do you have to be there live at 7 p.m. or?
No, we're gonna record it.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll have it through a platform, probably Zoom, whatever ends up, because I know I can record on that one.
Yeah.
And then we'll have access to it after. But I do like the idea of the live one because I really want to create that community and have interaction. And then we will have part of the teaching is going to be included is the aromatherapy. So how to create the situation by activating the senses, and that's a really cool part of it that can be like if I can't control everything in my world, I can control a couple of things, and so in that workshop in those workshop series we will have that as continuing education as well.
Nice, awesome. Well, I know you have some things you have to get to. I know I have another podcast I have to get to.
Always.
Yeah. Since but I want to have you on again soon. We'll probably make this a regular thing. I hope everybody likes what they're hearing. If you're looking for a way to help with your stress, go back and watch anything you missed on this one. Look up this event that she's got going on Tuesday, October 26th, 7 p.m.
Yep.
You're missing out if you don't. If you're looking for that next step on that next tool in your toolbox of stress management, then don't miss out on it. I appreciate you coming, Kat.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. I'll see you soon.